It is human nature to look to the past, to the road we have been traveling on, to what has thus far defined us. But only by leaving our past behind can we push onward, push forward, into an unknown tomorrow, into the dawn of a new future, into the light and a promise of a new beginning. You lie waiting under my thoughts all the time, and I speak only of dreams, escapades in the street, the work of runes foretelling our paths, voices that return each day to the same speech, night clouds sweeping over rooftops, cars finding their narrow slots. The masses have already taken their places out of the rain. The eagle perches erect in the treetops above, and the whippoorwill keeps moving farther into woods, like certain memories. Maybe the moon will rise at dawn like a permanent thought of the sun. Or last year's fallen leaves that hibernate under topsoil will fly up this spring season like birds onto limbs. But what we know, how the days attach themselves to sky and earth and have to tear themselves away. We know the night bends over each dwelling, over each mountain, and bears down. At the thought of all that's done and undone, I remember your hand reaching for mine. I remember that warm spring night when you said you would be mine. I remember that night, when the full moon lingered forever on the lip of the world, and we became one.
Morning begins with the sun, with the moon moving over the hills like a woman who leaves her sleeping lover at the first sign of day and returns to her own bed. Late in autumn, when the crops are all in, we visit the old folks rich from the earth. We sit on the porch of early June without voice, without need, watching a neighbor's field where rabbits afraid of hawks trace tunnels through kudzu and grass. How much like those rabbits we are. How much like those old mountain folk we could be. Those old ones wrinkled in truth, upside down in life like newly planted seed, is how we have written our lives. A shadow of mountains dressed in smoke, or white water burning in lace. Lovers of soil and names are touching in darkness and candlelight. Seems the same as those old friends plant seed, the gift of something small and round from the ends, into the skin of earth, his body open to the gift of light. Brave, mystery, weeping, in the goddess eyes of the moon, like tear script epistles falling to earth, caught in the hidden crotch of shoreline, between sandy grace and the sea. Life is calling to death. Will you marry me? By the bulldozed lawn of the sea to the mirror of starfish skies, the sea-woven songs of rock weave dream webs of morning wash. Memories of wine spilled vinegar, of her blood, black and white, like a fisherman's eyes, like bare feet kicking at the restless waves, knowing, always knowing, that all she wants to know is perfect peace.
Do the waves from the arms of the sea reach up from water into her body of molded clay? From the sky, the wind sings its summer song of salt to the sleeping sand. As I walk the edge of where water meets the earth, I feel a sudden release from the weight of time. Fire is braiding its wings in the hidden eyes of night, planting seeds on the beaches of truth we would not believe. That which is hidden can now be seen. I walk willingly from lush gardens into the waiting hands of a Celtic night. This season is kith for painters who look into the eyes of this night. Kin for dancers and poets learning to pray. In the morning, she and I will dance, and the man who is wild on me will come from the sky, like the woman in her stands upon the clouds. Maybe it is a little bit of God in us, teaching us to see, to hear, to dance, like the ebb and flow of the tide that is singing this song to the drumming of the stars. As the waves of clouds pull up like blankets across the fading sun, the child in me is ready for sleep. And wherever she is tonight, we are always kin. The way a seashell whispers secrets, or midnight sings to the moon, the voice of leaves rustling gently in a soft, cooling breeze, or the sweet sighs of lovers, proclaiming truth in each rhythmic movement. Forever, the sounds of those ancient melodies will never be lost.